let your bad situation slow you down to continue from where you was heading to? Have you ever let that happen? Or have you been one like Paul who continued to move? I want to talk to you today for a topic for us to stay focused.
All right.
Paul teaches us how to stay focused in the midst of our trials, our tribulations. How to stay focused even when life doesn't seem fair. Paul shows us how to stay focused. And that's what I want to talk to you about by faith and how Paul did that. So let's kind of get a little background on Paul. Paul was had become, first of all, Paul was a Pharisee who persecuted Christians for believing in Jesus Christ. He believed in God, but he didn't believe in the followers of those of Jesus Christ. So Paul thought he was doing God a favor and being faithful to God by crucifying people who was following Jesus. And then Paul got saved one day. He had a situation that happened to him. He was blind and all this stuff. And God spoke to Paul and he gave Paul purpose. Tell us about a purpose.
Purpose.
He gave him his purpose for being on this earth. He started showing him that, Paul, you're no longer going to be crucifying Christians. You're going to be saving them. You're going to be protecting the gospel of Jesus Christ. So there was a quick shift that had to come in his life. Yeah. You know, it's a shift from, when you just went to church.
Yes.
All your life, and when you got saved and started living for Christ. That's a shift. See, Paul was a church goer, but he never had Jesus in his heart. Now he had a place, he got Jesus in his heart. When you get Jesus in your heart, you now have focus on a purpose that God knows why God put you on this earth to impact it for his kingdom. So Paul is at this place where he now is understanding his purpose for life. How many of you understand and know your purpose?
Amen.
Because purpose will help you to stay focused.
Amen.
If you want to see anybody out of control and let situations and to get them out of control, I will show you a person who doesn't know who they are or purpose. Because purpose will keep you focused. So let me show you. So Paul here, who's going and doing the work of the Lord, going out sharing the gospel about Jesus Christ. And people are now hearing it and being convicted and receiving Jesus in their life. And he's establishing, encouraging people, giving confidence in Christ. And so they say, hey, we got to do something with this Paul. Because Paul is coming against our agenda. And so now they decided to lock Paul up. So at this point, when Paul is penning this letter in Philippians, he was writing to the Philippi church. He was in a Roman prison, chained, handcuffed to the jail. And I noticed something in Paul in chapter 1. Paul started penning this letter to let them know who he was talking to. Then he go on and start encouraging them to stay focused and faithful in the things of Christ. Now, come on, church. If you was in jail for preaching the gospel, would you be writing letters to folks and telling them to stay focused to Jesus? This ain't fair. They don't lock me up. I was just trying to share Jesus. Why did I get locked up? What did I go wrong, God? Why I'm in this situation? The situation is bad. That's what I believe that not no one here, because I know y'all are Holy Ghost filled. Y'all been like Paul. Like Paul, you like, shoot, I ain't tripping. Paul is encouraging them. Then he also says in Philippians chapter 1, he said, listen here, this is what I know he was encouraging them. He wasn't focused on himself. He said this, Paul said in Philippians chapter 1, I can't remember the exact verse, but he said something to the fact of this. He said, don't be tripping about what's going on with me.
Amen.
He said, because this thing right here where I am, he said, this is the platform for me to further the gospel.
Amen.
Isn't it amazing? He in prison for doing what was right for God. And Paul is encouraging them to stay focused to Jesus Christ. And Paul is saying, don't even look on these things that I'm in. He said, this is a place for me to further the gospel. And then he goes on to pretty much saying, because the guards got to see Jesus, because I'm going to be preaching up in here. I'm writing letters up in here. See, my purpose is not going to stop because I'm in prison. My purpose is not going to stop because situation is real bad. My purpose is not going to stop because I got a bad leader. My purpose is not going to stop because my marriage is bad. My purpose don't stop because my money looks funny. My purpose don't stop because my looks over me. See, usually when we in those situations when they don't feel good to us, it stops us from purpose a lot of times because we start focusing on the problem because I'm not feeling good in the, say it with me, say situation. No, I didn't say situation. Situation. I'm not feeling good in this situation that I'm in. And so now with the focus become about who? About me, because I ain't feeling good. Now what my purpose is, I have a focus on who? It's supposed to be on who? Christ. But because I'm in the situation right now, I'm focusing on why me?